What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Tall Podcast. But today we are here with a live stream because we got some breaking news on the Eagles Tampa Bay matchup Sunday at 1 p.m., which I will be live for. If you are live watching this, shout out to y'all. Y'all must be notification gang. But if you are watching this on a rerun, hit the like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you are live for the streams that are live and also the videos I put out every day recorded. Shout out to Notification Gang. But Adam Schefter reports Eagles downgrade wide receiver A.J. Brown hamstring to out for Sunday's game versus the Buccaneers. And I think it's the right decision. Do I want A.J. Brown to play? Do I want to beat the Bucs badly for the playoff loss? Of course. But it's a long season, and a hamstring can linger. I remember being live on StreamYard like this. I don't do StreamYard much anymore. A lot of videos, and when I go live, it's OBS. But a lot of y'all told me, don't worry, the hamstring is nothing. He's going to play week 2. We are now week 4. He practiced limited yesterday, but it's the right decision for the simple fact that if he gets hurt before the bye, we're going to clown the coaching staff, the training staff, and everybody. A.J. Brown is important to what the Eagles want to accomplish all the way in the cold months, December, January, and hopefully February. But A.J. Brown is downgraded from questionable yesterday to out today. We already knew Smitty was out. Devontae Smith, his concussion was legit. Like, old boy got fined for the Saints, only $4,600. I found out that the fine goes to how much you're paid. So he's on a rookie deal, so he didn't get fined that much. That's why CJ's fine was bigger, $11K to the $4K, because it goes off your pay rate. That being said, the league messed up. Smitty will not play. AJ was questionable. I think the Eagles are doing the right thing by leaving him out because the bye week's next week. If the bye week ain't till week 10, well, bro, if you're kind of ready, you're ready. Let's go. It's NFL. Y'all grown men out there. I think it's a really good decision to hold him out due to the bye. And I think the Buccaneers can be beat without AJ and Smitty. That's a lot to ask for Jalen Hurts. Now people are going to say, but you got Dallas Goedert, you got Saquon Barkley. Where was that energy in the offseason? Goddard's not that good of a tight end, according to the national certain NFC East rivals. But everybody said Saquon was washed. Now we're only winning because Saquon is saving the day. Jalen Hurts, Saquon, Dallas Goedert, with the likeliness of Jahan Dotson being a focal point. I like that. Jahan Dotson being a focal point with Saquon, Goddard, Parris, Johnny Wilson, and we might see some John Ross too. I'm going to get to the comment section in a second, but look, at the end of the day, the Eagles elect to elevate, like we all thought, Parris Campbell and John Ross. Parris Campbell has been signed to the practice squad for a hot minute. We heard the interview. If you watch my video yesterday, he almost gave up on the Eagles because he didn't want to sign with the practice squad. Now he's here. Now he's playing. Again, when I look at the starting wide receivers, it should be Parris Campbell on the outside, Johnny Wilson on the outside, Jahan Dotson in the slot, Saquon in the backfield, Jalen Hurts under center, and of course, Dallas Goedert at tight end. Shout out to Nick M with the $2 super chat. Looks like Lane is going to play. That is what I was about to get to next, but great minds think alike. Nick with the $2 super chat. Appreciate the love and support. We'll see about these super chats getting into the next jersey giveaway, but I'm almost done with the spinny wheel that will be spun tomorrow before the game. So look out for the short video of the jersey winner, but we're going to get Nick's $2 super chat into the next one. Let's pull that up. I think that was a John Clark tweet. Let's double check it. John Clark said something along the lines of, here it is. Let's pull it up. It's my understanding that it's trending in the right direction for Lane Johnson to play tomorrow after suffering a concussion last Sunday. Smitty's, hey, every concussion is different in their own rights. Smitty's was wild. I don't really remember the play that Lane got concussed on, but I remember him going out. That being said, Lane looks like he's going to play. Smitty never had a chance. AJ had a chance, but they're doing the right thing. Hamstrings can linger for DBs and wide receivers. Y'all yelled at me week 2 when I talked about hamstrings being bad. It's week 4, and he almost played, but he didn't play. Shout out to Nick for getting to my next point before I got to my next point. Now, Bryce Huff. That is what we got to talk about, too. For the people just getting in here, hit the like button. A.J. Brown out. Lane Johnson looking like he's going to play. But we're going to see everything we need to see. Anthony DiBona was the first one to tweet this, right? He tweeted it first, and then ML Football picked it up. And Nick M, I believe it's the same Nick M, is the one who just dropped that super chat. He's the one who tagged me in it. And that's why I say shout out to y'all. Because if you follow me on Twitter, sometimes y'all tagging me and stuff is the reason I'm seeing that. Now, maybe I would have seen it eventually because I'll be on Eagles Twitter too. But some of y'all don't let me miss certain key things. Anthony DiBona said, we live in a weird time where monitoring a player's social media account is part of the business. It is what it is. But Eagles edge rusher Bryce Huff has deleted all posts involving the Eagles, and he has also limited commenting on his existing post. So if we look real quick and scroll down, it just says athlete 251, and it has all Jets pictures. Again, it's just social media. But to delete, I don't know how much Eagles stuff was on there. I don't know exactly what was said prior to today's view edit. Maybe he had Eagles athlete. I don't know. I don't got the before and after shot. But for someone like Anthony DiBona to put this up, he's not crazy with the woo type tweets. So I'm going to look at it and say that maybe there was Eagle stuff on here and he took it off, and he's limiting comments on there because Eagle fans have probably been crushing him. You know, I heard a lot of people in my comment section the other day, and I used it in my video yesterday. The reason he's Agent Zero is because he got 0 stats, and I thought it was funny. But look, again, we are talking about 3 weeks of football. We've seen guys like, again, he's not a rookie. He's been in the league for a minute. He's coming off a 10-sack season. There's no excuses. He got the bag. If he didn't believe he was that good, he should have said, hey, man, I don't know if I should sign for this much. I'm coming to Philly. I'm signing for a 3-year, $51 million. Everybody going to get their money. Who's going to give up free money? Howie should have, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, he should know that Philly is a stand-on business type city. For you to take that money, you need to be about your business. You need to stand on 10 toes. He can't even stand up in this pass rush at times. I'm looking at it like this. I don't know what was fully on here, but Bryce Huff has only his Jet stuff up there. It only says athletes. He's limiting comments on post. Maybe he's fed up with Eagle fans. Maybe he's fed up with the Eagles. I don't know. But it's funny because what did we talk about in yesterday's video? In yesterday's video, we talked about a Jets beat writer saying Hassan Reddick wouldn't mind coming back to the Eagles. So maybe Bryce Huff watches the Philly Talk podcast. Maybe Bryce Huff watches looks at his Twitter heavy. Maybe Bryce Huff watches any of the Eagle content creators that posted this stuff. But if the Jets look at Bryce Huff like he stinks with the Eagles, but was a player for us, he wouldn't have signed for 3 years, $51 million with us. That's still whatever. I don't know. Could we see a trade, a reverse? Uno. You know the card game Uno? Reverse. What if we see a reverse? And it wasn't a trade. It was we trade Hassan for a 3rd-round pick in 2020 millions. I'm just kidding. In 2026. And then we signed Bryce Huff off the rip. One of the first 2 free agent moves. But Bryce Huff deleting all his stuff on his IG that pertains to the Eagles. A.J. Brown ruled out, which I'm upset if he's healthy and he's ruled out. I want to see AJ play, but I understand the longevity of a season, and you got to do what's important, what's best for the team and the player. Do I want to beat the Buccaneers and get to 3-1? Absolutely. But losing to the Buccaneers is not going to make or break what we do in the playoffs in January. I almost said Hassan Reddick. AJ Brown not being here really changes what we do in the playoffs. Now, before we continue, shout out to the 708 people in here. I appreciate the love, appreciate the support. Do your boy a favor and hit that like button as well. It's free, it's easy, it don't cost a thing, and it's greatly appreciated. Let's hear a quick word from one of our sponsors, one of my favorite sponsors, and that is, of course, Manta Sleep. 100% darkness guaranteed. Sleep better anywhere, anytime. Find your perfect sleep mask. I'm telling you, these guys are the best sleep masks in the business. You can get the sound mask, the pro mask, the sleep mask, the silk mask. Again, compare masks. Find your perfect sleep mask. Our mission is to empower light sleepers to sleep better so they can do more. We believe great sleep is a non-negotiable foundation you need to create your best life. That it's impossible to unlock your full potential if you're not getting an afternoon nap. If you're not getting an afternoon nap every day. I don't know about naps, but good night sleeps are right up my alley. And that nap beats coffee hands down. It's definitely more natural. But again, they have all the different types of masks. And again, your boy Philly Mike got two. I got the Sleep Mask Pro, not the purple one because I like black over purple, right? But I got it too. It's smaller, it's sleek, it goes on so easy. And look at the cuffs. They're like pillows on your eyes. But I'm not going to hold y'all. My favorite one is the sound mask. Bluetooth speakers on both sides. It's thicker, still has the same big cuffs, but you can listen to your phone, whether it's music, podcasts, nature sounds, anything you want to listen to, you can listen to while you sleep, and it's not going to affect your partner. It's so soft. You can hear it. It's the perfect amount of volume. Again, the link is in the description, and it's in the pinned comment section to the chat. It's pinned to the chat. It will be pinned in the comment section when this video is over. Use my promo code PhillyMike for 10% off. Again, click the link in the description. Use promo code PhillyMike for 10% off. I promise you, you won't regret it. Let's get back to talking. Bryce Huff, deleting he. Who do you think you are to? First of all, you shouldn't be mad at us. We should be mad at you to keep it a buck. Anthony said Reddick lost $8 million already. Again, for anybody saying that Howie can't change his mind or Reddick can't change his mind, shoot, I change my mind on a daily. On a daily. And when money's involved and when you find out what you're really worth, you could change your mind. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Again, he thought he was eventually going to get it. He thought the Jets were going to come through for him. Now when he realizes the Eagles didn't come through, the Jets didn't come through, he needs to figure out what's going on. A change of mind could be in a realm of possibility. Nick M with the $2 super chat. What are the chances we actually get Reddick back? I don't think they're high, but they're also not low. Like, think about it. When we were talking about trading for an AJ Brown type player, people were calling us crazy. It got done. When the word first hit that Saquon Barkley is not going to sign back with the Giants, and any and every Eagle fan that said, ooh, the Eagles might sign them, they were called crazy. Things happen when you have an aggressive GM, and it could suit both parties. Bryce Huff is a 10-sack player on the Jets in their scheme, in that rotation, and blah, blah, blah. What do the Jets want? A rotational piece that can get you 5 to 10 sacks, or a guy who's just in Japan playing his anime? You know what I mean? I'll still, again, Hassan Reddick might realize, damn, I wanted 25 or 23. I remember that one time the Eagles were offering me 18, offering me 20. Hey, Howie, are you still offering that? We do got cap space. I don't know what the year's got to be, but again, I would literally put it as a 50-50. I'm not guaranteeing it, but it's funny. We hear the chatter. Philadelphia Eagle content creators on YouTube, almost every one of them in their video yesterday talked a little bit about the Haason Reddick ordeal. We all willing to swap him out for Bryce Huff. Twitter was flooded with Eagle fans and beat writers and ESPN people talking about Reddick. Should he come back? Would he come back? Yes or no? Yes or no? And then Anthony DeBonis says, we found out that Bryce Huff deleted all his Eagle stuff on IG, whether it's pictures, his bio, Eagle stuff, and he's not letting certain people comment. He's limiting his comments to people only he knows, because he knows Eagle fans are going to be like, brr, brr, brr. This is what we do. Good, bad, ugly, sad. And he signed on the dotted line. He signed for $51 million. Bro, and nobody's going to give up a free bag. I understand that. But you should know who you're playing for. The Eagles, if you sign on that dotted line, you better be able to hold your end of the bargain up. And we will give you some time. But, bro, I'm not saying he needed to have a sack in the first 3 games, but give me a couple tackles. Stop looking like, the tape speaks for itself. I'm not trying to run this man out of Philly. Actually, I might be. Look, the play I'm seeing, I don't want to see no more. I know he's a human being, and I got respect for the human being named Bryce Huff. But as an Eagle fan and as a guy who speaks on the game, I got to say that I don't want to see this type of play. Not only is he not productive, he's literally low-key. I've seen so many runs, whether it was Kamara was stuff. Kamara had 88 yards or 83 yards. I forgot exactly what he had. But some of his better runs were still on that side. And what did Bryce Huff have? 18 snaps? So the time your defense looks good is when your highest paid edge rusher is not benched fully, but on a small snap count. Flipping the Bird says, does this mean Huff is getting traded? Nothing is set in stone. Again, we can only follow the tea leaves, right? We started this show talking about A.J. Brown being out, officially ruled out, which I think is best for his hamstring with the bye week next week. Lane Johnson is playing. We knew Smitty wasn't playing. But this is interesting too. Bryce Huff deletes Eagles from his bio, Eagles pictures from his IG. The only thing up here is the Jets pictures. And he limits who can comment on his IG. Again, the tea leaves are this. Bryce Huff, highest paid edge rusher in Philly. First tea leaf. Least amount of snaps via the coaching staffs. When he was getting snaps, he wasn't productive. He's the worst edge rusher on the Eagles in this system thus far. And again, small sample size through 3 weeks. Yesterday, Philly Mike, I'm guessing LB 500. I'm guessing everybody spoke on, including Twitter, Haason Reddick wouldn't mind coming back to the Eagles. The tea leaves are this. Eagle fans are mad at Bryce. He's been underperforming big time. Haason says he wants to come back. We all talk about it, whether it's YouTube content creators, Twitter content creators, or even beat writers who cover the team for Jets/Eagles. And on the very next day, he takes all his Eagle stuff up. So I don't know what he's talking. I don't know what he said behind closed doors. He could be talking to Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, the D-line coach, Clint Hurts, Nick Sirianni, like, bro, I'm still locked in. I'm just trying to stay off Twitter. But staying off Twitter and IG is one thing. Deleting your stuff is the other. This is not a guarantee he's going to get traded. This is not a guarantee that he wants out of Philly. But guess what? One thing I can guarantee right now, and Eagle fans are quick to judge, we want him out of Philly more than he wants to be out of Philly. He got the bag in Philly. We didn't give it to him. Howie did. The main thing I should say here is this. I feel bad for Bryce Huff, the person. I saw Not only did he have 10 sacks with the Jets, I literally watched some games where I saw moves that I just see not happening in his first 3 games with the Eagles. Again, he's being outmatched physically, speed. He can't stay on his feet, and he can't set the edge. We knew the run defense was part of his problem. But when you can't set the edge, can't stop the run, and you're getting locked up in pass pro by tight ends, it's like, who is this guy? This ain't the guy we signed for 3 years, $51 million. I mean, it is, but it wasn't him last year. And could it have been the rotation, the freshness, the scheme? I don't know. But it's funny. All this Hassan Reddick talk, all this, let's trade Bryce Huff and some picks back to the Jets for Hassan Reddick. And within a 24-hour period, he deletes his stuff. This is not saying he gave up on us or we're giving up on him, but something, listen, if there's smoke in the kitchen, there might be a fire. I don't know if there's a fire, but there's definitely smoke in this situation. Shout out to the 924 people in here. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate all the love and support. Again, we do videos every week. I mean, every day. We drop an Eagle video almost every day. We need to start going live more. But yes, I'm ready to see what goes on Eagles versus Bucs. Jalen Hurts is going to have Parris Campbell, Johnny Wilson, Jahan Dotson, John Ross as a backup player because we did elevate both Parris Campbell and John Ross. He still got Saquon, still got Goddard. But this is going to be a huge win. Todd Bowles and the Bucs have low-key been Jalen Hurts' kryptonite. But this year, Jalen Hurts has been really good against the blitz. He ranks 4th against the blitz. Sorry that the light is so bright. I don't know why the light is so bright when I move my hands. I look like Casper the Ghost. But Jalen Hurts has been good against the blitz. Let's keep it like this. He's ranked 4 against the blitz. The Buccaneers blitz the 3rd most in the NFL, but we've been good against it. So we're going to see how we respond. If you're asking me, I put a parlay in already. Even if AJ played, I didn't know if he was going to play, but I put a parlay in. Jahan Dotson anytime touchdown, Saquon anytime touchdown, and Saquon over 77.5. That $20 turns to $215. I like the matchup. The Bucs secondary ranks 23rd. The run defense ranks 25th. We could beat them one out. It's going to be a big win for Jalen because all the chatter of look at the weapons Jalen Hurts has. Look at the weapons. Well, one weapon that we think is going to be there is Lane Johnson. We also talked about that. No Smitty, no AJ, but Lane Johnson will be back, which is a big deal. We know our record with and without Lane Johnson, right? It's a big difference. Although I do like how Fred Johnson, not Lane Johnson, performed as well. Let me ask y'all before I get up out of here, because I didn't want to be a long live stream. Shout out to the 911 people. What do you got? I want to read what y'all thoughts are now. What do you make of Twitter and YouTube and ESPN talking about Hassan Reddick wants to come back to the Eagles? And in the 24-hour period of everybody hyping that up and saying, we hate Bryce Huff, we love Hassan Reddick, everybody talking about he wants to come back. Bryce Huff deletes Eagles out of his bio and all Eagles pictures off his IG. Let me know. I want to read y'all comments. What do you make of it? Now, if he just deletes Eagles pictures and Eagles out of his bio out of nowhere, maybe he's trying to stay off social media and lock in. But it's funny, it comes one day after the Jets guy talking about it, the Eagles beat writers talking about it, YouTubers talking about it, guys at the grocery store talking about it. I'm trying to tell y'all. I want to know what y'all say. Skrill says, bleep Huff, bring Reddick. I understand that, but I'm not just let me restate my question. I'm not asking y'all if y'all want Reddick over Huff. That is going to be 1,000% guaranteed yes from everybody in the chat. My question to you is, do you think the Reddick news coming out yesterday and him deleting his stuff today, do you think there's something brewing? Is there something brewing? Good, bad, ugly, sad. That's what I want to know from y'all. Philly Jake said Micah Parsons didn't do nothing this year, same as Bryce Huff. What's the difference? Sheesh. And listen, if there's no way to get rid of Bryce Huff, I'm always going to give a player who's rocking my Eagles jersey the benefit of the doubt. If you ask me if he's good or bad right now, I'm going to say bad. Can he get better? I hope. I think. But he stinks right now. But I'll always give him the benefit of the doubt. What if he comes out and again the Bucs gave up 7 sacks? But what if he has 3 sacks versus the Bucs? I'm gonna say sorry. But I'm gonna say sorry while also saying the tape against the Falcons, the tape against the Packers, and some of the tape versus the Saints was warranted of this criticism. I was big on Bryce Huff. After week 1, I gave him the slippery field pass. Week 2, watching that tape was so hard to process. I still try to say, let's see what happens. And I'm still going to say let's see what happens. But while the stuff that's happening is bad, I can't come on here and speak on a microphone and say, oh, I still think he's going to be a beast next game. He got to show me before. I saw somebody in here say, give him a chance. I'm willing to, if he shows me something. Faust Out Loud said, let's be real. The Bucs probably winning the game. Hurts with only Smith and look bad now without AJ and Smitty. Not going to be good in my opinion. Well, this is where he could surprise you. There's a reason. Check this out. We are going on the road. The Vegas sports gambling people, they knew that Smitty wasn't going to play. They knew more than likely AJ wasn't going to play. And we're 1.5 point favorites on the road. The Bucs are not that good of a team. Michael said, I want Devin White to play tomorrow. Oh. With all the other news, I didn't think this was kind of breaking news. But Devin White is officially ruled out due to personal reasons. Michael Hill, I didn't think I had to talk about that due to the fact that we literally didn't. Devin White has been a healthy scratch. Well, he was injured versus the Packers, but then a healthy scratch versus the Falcons and the Saints. But today, when they reported A.J. Brown out, they also said literally that Devin White is officially ruled out due to personal reasons. I don't know why. But you're right. It might be the Rashad Penny situation like last year. Marquette Spike said, I don't think so. I don't think we want him. Somebody said something I wanted to see. Not this one, but Frank said how he messed that up with signing him in the first place. He only had a 110 sack season. That money should have went to Reddick. Well, Reddick didn't want that money. Reddick wanted double that money, almost. Not really. What is he making? 17 a year? Reddick wanted 25 a year. Clown said if Bryce Huff doesn't start doing anything, he's going to get benched. I agree. Think about this. Every single week, his snaps have came down. Fangio realizes we're more productive with him not out there. Philly Mike, we got to run the ball against the Buccaneers. There are 25th in running yards allowed and 31st in rushing touchdowns given up. I absolutely agree with you, Donnie, for run the ball. They will do some run blitzes, which is going to we'll have to adjust and pass the ball a little bit. But definitely, I agree, run the ball a heavy amount. And if Saquon can't handle all that because we've been running him a lot already, you got Kenneth Gainwell and Will Shipley for a reason. Broad F. Jord said, keep Huff. Philly fans always trying to run players out of town instead of believing in them and encourage them to play better. Don't bring Hassan back. That train already left. I respect that opinion. And listen, what I will not do, if you follow me on Twitter, you will never see me just go up there and just make jokes about players for no reasons. Now, I might say it here and there. That's in speak mode, talking with y'all. At the end of the day, if Bryce Huff comes out tomorrow and plays a brand of football that makes me happy, I will not only apologize, but give him credit. But when I see the tape, I might not say, I'm not going to send him death threats. I'm not going to even comment on any of his stuff. But to y'all, since I'm doing the talking, I owe y'all my true, honest opinion. And so far, especially in that Falcons game, he looked very bad. Now, again, it's a smaller sample size, but every game, the sample size gets bigger. He got to show me something. Guess what? If a broad F. Jordan, if you come into my live play-by-play tomorrow and they snap the ball and Bryce Huff is around the quarterback or the running back, I'm going to say, I'm going to hype him up. I'm going to be on his side. But after the game is over, again, I love Jalen Hurts. But if he continues to turn the ball over at this rate, I'm going to have to start talking about it. It's just my job. I mean, everybody's has their own opinion. But thus far, if you look at the grades, he's been one of the worst edge rushers, not just on our team, but in the NFL. And the money's not, I mean, sheesh. So with no Huff, can we please use Devin White? Devin White is officially ruled out due to personal reasons. Marcus said, Philly Mike, you're not doing anything wrong when you're speaking your opinion. Oh, yeah. And that's the thing. But I also understand that he's a person. Deleting his stuff on IG could not be I'm about to be traded or I want out. It could be bro, Philly fans are blowing my up. Blowing my up. I need to just fall back off social media, which I'm okay with falling back off social media. But deleting his stuff when already causing problems production-wise, like, bro, just simmer down a little bit. A. Jones said Huff isn't a fit for this scheme. That could be it too. Because if you turn on the Jets film tape, the way he was used in the rotation, he has good film. Anthony said Huff giving me Byron Maxwell vibes. Sheesh. T said, y'all pray for SC. Y'all pray for SC. We probably gonna be without power for a week or two. Oh, play for South Carolina. We're gonna be out a week or two, but I'll be watching the Eagles from my phone. Hey, shout out to so I don't want to even say your name because I might definitely destroy it. But shout out to her and her peoples and anybody down in SC. Hopefully your power won't be out long. A week or two is crazy long. Trust me. Look, just saying, if my power's out for a day or two, it don't matter. Like when you think about it like that, it's like, yeah. But listen, I've been out. The longest I've been out without power is like 2.5 days, and it is rough. Like, yes, everything needs power, bro. It is just rough, especially if you got kids and stuff. It is rough. So definitely my prayers will be out for you and your peoples. And hopefully it's on sooner than that. And hopefully, on or not, your phone comes through for you and you get to see a nice Eagles dub, whether it's Bryce Huff for the win type stuff or just a general defense. The defense got to kick up. I'm expecting to see a Jalen Hurts poise and leading the team, utilizing Saquon Goddard, and I believe one of Parris Campbell, Jahan Dotson, and or Johnny Wilson will step up. But the defense got to lead the way. The defense got to lead the way. Taekwon Fortune with the $5 super chat. Huff is not good for us. He hasn't proven anything. Even with the Jets, he only had one good season and never started for a reason. Stop the cap. I can't disagree with anything you said there. 1,000%. And I look at it again like this. I wish his one good year was with us, but there was a reason why the Jets didn't start him and again, we knew he really couldn't play that many snaps due to his run defense. But when the run defense and the pass defense both look the same, it's rough out here. Zip Gun said $20 million for 3 years with a nice signing bonus could have swayed Reddick. And again, that's why I think there's still an opportunity for a trade. Reddick wanted 25. I think the Eagles wanted to give him 18 or 20. Maybe the Eagles 18 moved to 20 or 21. And maybe Reddick's 25 moved to 21 due to the fact he's losing big time bread sitting out with the Jets. And he's only going to get older next year. Martin said Bryce Huff is on his back more than whoa. He pulled out the Diddy reference. That is rough out here. But it's 34 minutes. I told my wife I'm literally only going to go live for 25 to 30 minutes. I wanted to hop on here. I believe in the Eagles defense. I believe the Eagles have enough offensive firepower to beat the 23rd ranked pass defense, the 25th ranked run defense. I think we can get it done in that perspective. I need to see Bryce eat. I need to see the D-line in general eat, right? This is an offensive line that gave up 7 sacks to the Denver Broncos, who are not that good of a football team. If the Jalen Hurts-led Eagles without AJ and Smitty can fall on the running game, Jalen's clean game, no turnovers, defense plays anywhere like it did versus Saints, I think we come away. In Tampa, it's going to be a rainy slash wet type game. It's going to be hot a little bit with the rain, little remnants of the storm. We pull away this victory 23-20. We come back to Philly, have a bye week. AJ's back, Smitty back, healthy. NFL better be scared then. With that being said, again, if you're just jumping in here, watch us on a rerun. We talked about A.J. Brown status, Lane Johnson status, Smitty status, Bryce Huff deleting Eagles in his bio and pictures on IG. We also talked about this came right after the Hassan Reddick rumors. I love y'all to death. I will be live tomorrow for the Eagles versus Buccaneers play-by-play. Philly Mike, Eagles Bucs live. Bring your favorite beverage, and I hope a lot of y'all come through because, we be getting a little extra hype in the chat and on the stream. At the end of the day, I do believe the Eagles have enough to get it done. Who knows? We're going to see where this Bryce Huff news goes, how far it goes, and we're going to see how good he plays versus a beat-up offensive line versus the Buccaneers. Let me read this one because there's a lot of Huff not only being the team's top free agent addition, being given a huge contract, one could say undeserved, but also replacing a still top 5 guy. I agree with you, but he wasn't our top free agent. CJ, GJ, and Saquon still are higher than him on the top free agent list. I thought Devin White was going to be high on the top free agent list, but he's out for personal reasons and healthy scratches. GTF said, come on, Mike. What? Oh, yo, Mike, what happened with Huff? Oh, you just hopping in here. I'm hot to hop out. I'm going to show you one more time. So Bryce Huff literally, he took the Eagles out of his bio on IG and deleted all Eagle pictures on IG. He's also limiting who can comment on his existing post. Now, this could be a guy just trying to get off of social media because the Eagle fans are blowing his stuff up. Or this could be a guy who just heard trade chatter, just heard Eagle fans, beat reporters, Jets guy talk about Hassan wants back with the Eagles. And maybe he's like, bro, I ain't cut to be here no more. I don't know. We will follow this story. But the biggest story is Eagles got to go to Tampa and get a dub. That's the biggest story. Go to Tampa, get a dub, enjoy the bye week, get healthy, and everything will work itself out. Bryce Huff staying, Bryce Huff leaving, Hassan Reddick coming, pause. Hassan Reddick being here or Hassan Reddick not. I love y'all to death. I will be live tomorrow at 12:30. Come through. Until next time, y'all know what time it is. We out.
This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike. Talking sixes in the bird gang, that's I like. Competition, we ain't scared, yeah, that's what we like. Win or lose, we showing up and we gon' fight. You see, we strive for the sky every day that go by. And every single week we screaming fly, Eagles fly. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike. Yeah, this is Philly Talk with Philly